What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the SSO New Gen Partizan suit, the SS Leto Summer Camouflage Pattern. So I got this on eBay from a guy, and I got it for like $227, but $200 before shipping. It came with the bag, the pants, and the top, with the hat, which isn't too bad for 2024 pricing per se, but you can definitely get them cheaper if you look hard enough. Usually the price is like $150 to $160 or so, but for the hat or whatever, it's pretty cool. So today I want to give you guys a basic overview about it. Not exactly a review, because I haven't really used this out in the woods playing BB Wars, but I probably will use this suit. But it is kind of cool. It's kind of hard to get now. But enough yapping, let's get into the review, quotation marks. So the suit came in a sick ass like green reeds bag. It's pretty cool, pretty mesh. It was like poly soccer. I forgot how to pronounce it, but it's green reeds. Very awesome, very cool camouflage pattern. So you open this bag. There's no drawstring in the bag. It's just literally a mesh bag. I'm not even kidding. Comes in that pretty cool bag. Maybe you can cut it up and use it as a screen if you wanted to, but as a collector's piece, man, I ain't using that. Maybe like a cool neck gaiter. It's kind of neat. All right, here's the Partizan suit. So when you get it, you got your stuff. So like this might be like the way you get it from like SSO in Russia or whatever.
SSO actual gear from Russia.
Got our top here. So this is a new gen one, which is kind of like a different. This is like polycia, or like kind of like a poly cotton mix compared to like, I think like the old ones were like 100% cotton or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. Material is kind of like a, I don't know, like a poplin kind of material. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not. It's like an airy material. It's not twill. It's not ripstop. It's just that kind of material. But this is a new gen one, and the way you guys can tell what if one's like new gen versus old gen is that the old gen Partizan suits, like the ones you see in like 2004 during the Beslin school siege, have sumrak kind of style loops here. So this is like a new gen Partizan suit, so it kind of has these like three little lines, but the old ones are kind of more horizontal. And then the old ones also had pockets down here before they were removed. So that's one way you can tell. But overall, it's kind of similar. So the features of the Partizan suit here, we got, this is completely reversible, so it's the same thing on the other side. The other side on the summer version is kind of like, it was more subdued. It's just literally the blue theater print, but it's just slightly faded, I guess you could say. But it's just literally the same garment, but inside out with the same pockets. And it's like kind of like the 6 SH 122 when it comes to reversibility. So it's just, you know, turn pockets inside out and rotate the buttons. But I do think this one actually, you don't even rotate the buttons, or yeah, you do rotate the buttons, it looks like. So the features of the Partizan suit is we have a drawstring in the middle of the waist where you can adjust it, pop through those holes if you guys want to reverse it. You can knot these on the end so you don't, you don't want to put them through a hole, you can just knot these on the end so you don't like slip through or whatever. But you got a drawstring there. Cinch it up on the waist, get you a more hemmed up profile. Got a button up front, kind of like a Gorka 4 Canadian buttons, pretty good quality, not too bad there. On the inside, looks like it's attached to a piece of webbing, just normal Canadian buttons. On the inside, you have 2. On the outside, you have 2 of these front pockets here, and they're pretty decent sized. Go down to right about there. You could fit probably like your phone, Zin, you know, pack of gum. Literally anything, or you know, fit an AK magazine if you open the top on there. Nothing too crazy. It's good pockets overall, nothing too crazy. But on the inside here of the left breast pocket, you will have your size tag, and this is the SSO size tag. So this is a big ass size. Let me get it. There goes your SSO size tag. It's like normal. It has a 30, but this one's size 58, and it is 58.6, I think. Something like that. Basically, this is like a large to extra large tall kind of deal. It's pretty big, pretty damn big. But on the upper side here, we got some more loops here, and this kind of shape reminds me that the SSS Leto Summer Camouflage Pattern, not Partizan. It's not Partizan camo. The Partizan is the name Partizan is the cut of the suit, not the fucking camo pattern. That's the con mix up, but that's all right if you get mixed up. Doesn't really matter. Kind of does, but you know what I mean. Fucking, so the SSS Leto Summer Camouflage Pattern is kind of like a hybrid of oak leaf and M44 P dot, but it's not just P dot per se. Some people will be like, it's P dot inspired, but But no, I guess some of the shapes are like P dot, but the majority of the pattern is just oak leaf. So it's oak leaf and P dot combined, but more so oak leaf. It's like 70% oak leaf, and then the other 30% P dot. It's kind of like a hybrid. It works pretty well, and it was pretty popular for a good hot minute, from like the early 2000s to even, let's say, it probably fizzled out around like the mid 2010s, and only really like I know like SSO, like it kind of like it ramped up a little bit. Like the only reason they're still produced really is for airsofters, right? But I know they also started producing like old gen items like autumn Gorkas and autumn Partizan suits because the demand was just there, so they just made it. And there are some oddballs in the current conflict in Ukraine who wear some SSO stuff kind of like as like as probably like as like a homage like to old schoolers during like the Second Chechen War. I think it's kind of cool. Kind of like someone in GWAT in like Syria or something wearing like woodland camo or having a woodland pouch. It's kind of like homage, even though regulations will not let you do that. Anyways, so back to the grind here, guys. So another pocket here on the right pocket there, right? If you're wearing it, you have the same thing, but inside here we got this like cool less face covering. It's not exactly like a mosquito net. It's kind of like goes in your head like a little like toy. I don't know how the piece of elastic here goes in less, goes on top of your head to kind of, if you have the hood up, it's kind of like a little mosquito net system, but also like breaks up your face a little bit. That's basically all the features on the front. There is no drawstring on the bottom. It's kind of an open blouse kind of design. On the elbows here, or on the sleeves, you got a weapon loop, and then you got nice elbow reinforcement. Very cool. And then at the bottom, you have that classic Partizan suit / Shumrek kind of style wrist, where you have elastic at the bottom, and you have this piece of fabric that reaches down and attaches. You can attach it on your finger, or you can just wear it as it's covered the back of your hand, make it a bit more camouflaged. Hell yeah! We got this button front, and now we move to the hood. The hood doesn't have a it does have a drawstring on the back, and you can adjust it so it's just like tight against your head. It's currently not out for whatever reason. On the back, we got more loops for vegetation, more scrim or whatever. You got a drawstring to make the hood tighter. You got a little stitched up piece of fabric, kind of has a little bill, and on the sides there, you got this less mesh. I think the material. So the material of the bag, right, is green reeds, and you see the material is like the exact same thickness. So I think SSO has a bunch of mesh, right? Because there's so many variations when it comes to this pattern here on the SSO Partizan suits. I've seen, you know, whether Berexa or Berexa, fucking, you know the name. There's so many different pronunciation of it, but basically that fucking, you know, that camouflage pattern that I have up on the screen. Berexa or whatever, the KZS suit camouflage pattern. I've seen that. There's less. There's reeds. There's so many. I think even the EMR, you know, woodland, of course. Yeah. So many colors of this, so it varies heavily. I don't know why that is, but if anybody has information of why there's so much variance, please let me know. So it kind of mesh extends out, stitches into like some main part fabric, so it's not like a big weak spot. Very, very nice. And so that clears it for collision. But again, like the other side, it's the same thing. It's just you can reverse it by pulling the pockets in and shit. It's nothing too crazy. So enough yapping about the top. Now we're gonna talk about the pants. The pants are pretty cool. And before I get too far into here, new gen SSO, I don't think this isn't like, it feels like good quality, but I know it's not the best quality or whatever. And it does probably glow under NVGs, but I don't really care. I just think it looks cool. So these are the pants here. We got two kind of like M1951 kind of style field pockets, or Canadian OG 107, you know, field pant pockets here. And they have that flap, covers them. That's what it looks like. And then there, full fabric insides. And you can reverse it, same thing. Just, you know, rotate the buttons and shit and turn the pocket inside out. Got two of those pockets here. Very, very cool. You got this big ass paracord drawstring, pretty heavy duty, pretty nice. Runs across the waist where there's elastic. Two suspender loops, which are not camoed, interestingly. They are just solid color, kind of like a olive green, ranger green kind of deal. Got some good ass belt loops. I think it's like a 50 millimeters or 150 millimeters belt, like, you know, 3 fingers with like 2 or 4 fingers, like a big ass, you can put big ass belt, you know, like a Soviet officer's belt, or like an RG, whatever the hell belt, RG31, RG51 belt that SSO also sells. Good belt loop design. On the back here, you got two of these pockets where you can, got two of them pockets where you can store whatever the hell you want to put back there. You have a big seat reinforcement, very, very nice. And on the knees, We got a knee reinforcement, no place to put knee pads. It's kind of like a masking suit, so there's really no need for that. Very light, very good material. This is like the best material, I think, for masking suit because it's not too light and it's not too heavy. It's just kind of perfect, I guess. So on the bottom here, we got the good elastic to hem it up against your boots where you just tuck it in. There's no like a string in there to make it tighter, and there's no like string to wrap around your foot. And that's basically it when it comes to the pants and the top. Here's the hat that came with it. There's like no way this is actual SSO, what you call it, fabric. This is definitely not real SSO boonie hat here. This is a commercial product. It might be like from Rooster store, I'm not really sure. There's any tags on it, unfortunately, but this is kind of the boonie hat that came with it. So boonie hat's very similar. Like SSO has a very different style of boonie hats. It's kind of like the M45 Scout kind of style boonie hat, like where that Russian Cold Camo sold, but Rooster store kind of like a different one. It's kind of similar, but this is kind of like an in between the road. It might be like from Kuroshiki Co. possibly, made by some guy in Ukraine with some fabric. That's a repro, but it's kind of like a repro SSO Leto. It's very different. It's very subdued. It's not the same colors and looks exactly the best, but it still works. So you got this nice ripstop hat, like a 65-35 polyester cotton mix, and it's a pretty good hat. Came with it, pretty cool. But now I'm going to show you guys the cool stuff. I actually have some real, like for headwear, I have these SSO, what do you call it? SSO SS Leto Summer camo bandanas. And I'll show you one of them. These will have like their own review. It'll be like a really quick review. I might release it similar time to this video, maybe next week. So it might be a bit boring, you know, having 2 SSO videos in a row. But I'll show you guys the bandanas and talk a little bit about them. Alright, so this is the one that I kept everything pristine on. I have one that I actually use, but this is the one that I keep for display, I guess. And this is real SSO. I got this from Russian Cold Camo for I think $12.50 when they were having like their going out of business sale. But I got this bandana here, and this is pretty cool. It's a pretty large bandana. You can use it as a triangle bandage if you want, but this is what SSO would also sell. You got bandanas here for recreational use. And here on the tag here, we have SSO. It gives your color. Got the SS Leto. It says all that. I'll try to show up a translated picture. But SSO had several different camouflage bandanas. The bandanas are pretty cool. They come with lots of different camouflage patterns. I was going on the website when I got curious about how many camouflage patterns they had, and that's when I discovered that Islam or Fracture, that kind of like Russian Flectarn kind of look deal, not Skull. I think it's like, maybe it's called Skull too. Maybe it's Cell Skull. I mean, that's why I figured out what Islam like multi-terrain. There's like so many variations of Skull or Islam, or the camouflage pattern is called. There's a lot of variations. Like there's like Islam like multicolor. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a Christmas wall decoration, I guess. It's like multi-patterns, like an autumn version. It's kind of cool. I didn't know that. So many different camouflage patterns. Pretty cool. Same material as the Partizan suit, it feels like. So that's kind of cool. You can wear a Partizan suit on your head. But one thing I don't like about this is like for a bandana, kind of like give you guys a little bit info about this material. This is like material is like a bit more quick drying. It's not cotton, because I know when I used one of these bandanas like for real, and the sweat, it doesn't soak up sweat that much. It's not too much cotton, so it's definitely more polyester. So take that with information as you will. So now I'm gonna get the suit on and show you guys what it looks like on me. All right, so to start, I want to show you guys kind of the versatility when it comes to this masking suit kind of idea here. So we have the standard, get your SSO Partizan suit top. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like just like on me, and then I'm gonna show you guys like the masking suit effect on it while using like a Butus R98, a Flora parka. When you put your top on, like your standard kind of anorak tile style jacket, slap it on like that. This is a bigger on me. I usually wear like a 50 sometimes, or like not 58 basically. So this is bigger. So this is what it looks like, just like the size on my masking suit effect. These sleeves are like longer. They're size 6. You usually wear like a size 3, so like 3 size is too big. But it's kind of what the sleeves will look like, kind of cover. And the elastic keeps it up, so makes it not too bad. You can use the elastic and roll it up if you guys want. Some people cut these finger loops out because sometimes they're kind of like annoying, especially if your sleeves are, I imagine like short, because they constrict you a little bit. So, but for me, it's good. Of course, I can't. The fit's okay, but it's supposed to be oversized to go over shit. So, you know, it's an oversized masking suit. It's the size gonna look droopy, but you can cinch it up a little bit, make it look better. That's pretty cool. But you can roll the sleeves if you want, popping it up like that, and it will keep form. You can roll it all the way up. Very cool. The drawstring here, I'm using drawstring. tighten it up. When you tighten up the drawstring, there's kind of like a little piece of fabric that kind of comes up, but adjust it. There you go. Very cool. Now I'm gonna show you guys it over a VSR 98 Florida parka to masking suit, my guy. Let's get our VSR 98 parka on now. So let's say it's winter time, I guess, and this big ass green olive drab kind of color ain't cutting it. You gotta get your Partizan suit on, man, because you gotta blend in with those autumn leaves or some shit. But let's do this. Let's check it out. It'll be a bit hard. I might have to undo some buttons to get this shit on. But I'll show you guys the masking suit effect. Can we fit the VSR 98 parka over the fucking, oh my god. A little challenging, a little challenging. This is like a size 54 parka, that matters to anybody. Alrighty, there you go. That's it with the parka on. You can see, very good masking suit effect. So if I didn't want to get my parka all dirty or whatever, I can just slap this on, and it's almost like parka length, as you guys can see. It's basically parka. So let's say I gotta hem up this material a little bit, use that drawstring a little bit more. That's what it looks like. Very, very cool. But this is more for like a summertime kind of suit. So now I got the pants here. Gonna slap these bad boys on. Got my French T4 summer ripstop pants on. They're pretty comfy. This is like super comfy hot weather sit. But you can wear these pants just by themselves, no problem in summertime. Flat, they're a little bit long on me. That's whatever. But there's kind of like an effect that you get with the Partizan pants. Kind of looks like I guess you could say parachute pants. It's like a 1990s rapper or some shit. This parka kind of makes it hard to fucking tie this shit, but fuck it, we're gonna ball out anyways. Tap our drawstring on here. There we go. All right. Don't mind the parka, guys. Holy shit, parka kind of fucks it up, doesn't it? Look at my big muffin top. Fucking. That's what I mean about the pants. I don't know if you guys can see it. Kind of what it looks like. Very, very cool. Very comfy. Very roomy cut. I forgot to mention, Bo, on the pants there is kind of like a different crotch reinforcement. It's not exactly like a martial art like on like the bar sumac, but there is definitely a bit more reinforcement that allows it to be a bit more baggy, a bit more free flowing, a bit more less constricting than like a standard pair of BD pants. So now we got our good ass hood here. Gonna slap this on real quick. Slap it over our head. Got our little, yeah, this is what it looks like. Very cool. Gonna put our fucking hood on. And there you go. There's your masking suit. SSO masking suit in here. Hell yeah, guys. Very cool. And now we're gonna put on our fucking hat. And you guys can see the hat doesn't match, but fuck it. We ball. This is what peak drip looks like, guys. This is what the SSO masking suit and SS Leto camouflage looks like. Very awesome. I'll definitely use this while playing airsoft, but it just kind of looks cool. It's kind of a classic Russian pattern that most people associate with like Rust 4 or like Mush Kit, whatever. So very epic, very cool. That's about it. It's kind of like a basic review to suit. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I try to break up all my hat videos I've been fucking posting recently. Have a wonderful day, guys, and goodbye.